Okay, today I was making a Ben 10 cake for my son's birthday. It's a pretty basic cake. It's a white fondant icing decorated with green circles that are cut out with a die cast. So, as usual, I've started by kneading the white fondant, which is the satin ice ready to buy fondant, with some icing sugar so I don't have it as sticky as it is. And then I'm going to roll it out into a big circle. Once I have the fondant rolled out to the size that I believe I will require, I like to go quite a bit bigger so that there's no hassles. I'm going to make sure I have lots of icing sugar on my fondant so that it does not stick to itself when I roll it up. I've had this happen before and you have to start all over again, so as much icing sugar as you can possibly get on there is always a good way to go. I'm going to roll the fondant up onto the pin. Again, every single time you put it over the pin, you're going to put some icing sugar over the top, because otherwise, as you roll it down, it's going to stick. Now that I've got the buttercream covered cake out of the fridge, it's simply a matter of picking up the pin and folding it over, as you can see, and then smoothing it down the sides, getting out the creases, smoothing it on the top, and getting out any air bubbles. Thankfully this time I didn't have any air bubbles, so I didn't need to worry about fiddling with that. Once you're happy with how smooth you have it, you can take what I just use a butter knife and trim around the bottom, pushing the fondant back in down at the base of the cake. My iPhone decided to play up and overheat again on me on this tape, because I actually did both cakes, this and the Elsa cake, on the same day. So I went ahead with my decorating while the phone cooled down. So I'll just finish off a couple of the circles. It's just using a simple circle cutter, just smoothing out the green fondant. Again, this is just the Satin Ice ready-made. It was a perfect colour choice for a Ben 10 inspired cake. Just cutting out the circles. To get the holes in the middle, obviously you just use a smaller circle to just add a different element to the cutter. Cutting out a few and placing the rest around the cake where you want them. I bought some rice paper Ben 10 transfers, as you can see, stuck on the cake as well, just to add to the cake. If I was doing a grown-up cake, I'd do a lot of these circles all over, as I've seen on Pinterest. Not worrying about any wording or emblems, because if you cover the entire thing with the circles joined closely together, it's really, really pretty.